Let's make a shaker card. All right, I've gotten several requests on how to make this shaker card. This is a shaker card that I learned from, I think, Patty Bennett. And I just love it because it's see-through. So you can see the sequins or your little shaker bits from both sides, the inside or the outside. Look at that, how cool is that? And it's just so easy to make and so fun. So let's get started. My name is Tammy and I'm with TammyLovesStamping.com. And first thing you're going to use or going to need is a piece of cardstock, just a normal size piece of cardstock. And then you're going to cut it down the middle, the lengthwise, the long way, so that you have a piece this size. And then you're going to score that in half. So this piece itself measures 4.5 by 11, and we score it on the 11-inch side at 5 1/2 inches. So that's that. The next thing you're going to need is a clear envelope. And these clear envelopes have a bit of adhesive. They've got a flap that you peel this piece off, and it's got adhesive underneath it, and then you can close the flap down. And so these clear envelopes, you can buy those in my online store. They're item number 102619. So you'll need one of these clear envelopes. The next thing you're going to need is a window sheet. And this is just a piece of clear plastic material, and you can order the window sheets from my online store as well, and they are item number 142314, and this sheet measures 4.5 by 5.5, right? Yeah, window sheet, 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Because you want it to be able to fit inside your envelope, your clear envelope. So let's put that in there right now. Let's fit that right in there. And that's our, that's going to be our front flap of our shaker card. So the next thing you're going to need is some shaker bits. And for this card, I used the loose holly and gems. But I don't want to make a Christmas card this time, so I'm going to use, instead of the loose holly and gems, I'm going to use the loose silver sequins. And that's item number 1616216 in my online store if you want to order some of these loose silver sequins. So let's put a little bit in our clear envelope, and you're going to want to put them so that the flap, let me think about this here. The flap has to go on the outside. So you want the shaker bits in front of the flap, I believe. Yeah, I think so. So here's the flap. So we're going to flip it over, and we're going to put the shaker bits in front of the clear window sheet, like that. So here's your window sheet, and you're going to put them in front of the window sheet down in here with this flap facing you. So I'm going to dump a few in there. Actually, before I do that, the next thing we're going to do is put some designer series paper. No, we're not going to do that. Never mind. Got a step ahead of myself. Okay, so we're going to dump some of these in here. And you want enough to kind of cover along the whole bottom row. So I'll put a few more in. You don't want too many, because if you get too many, they bunch up together and they get in each other's way, and they don't flow up and down and side to side real well like you want them to. I'm going to put a few more. All right, I think that'll do it. All right, so then let me put the lid back on these. The next thing we want to do is take our card base here that we have scored in half, and we're going to put this on the front, and we're going to kind of center it. It's going to overhang on the edges just a tad bit on each side. So you want to kind of center it so that you'd have the same amount of clear envelope hanging off both sides. And then you want to stand it up on its end so that it's at the very bottom of your card base. And then we're going to fold the flap over. Let me think. Am I doing this right? Fold the flap over. I think we want to close this up with some tape first. Yeah, that's the next step. So, because when we fold this flap over, we don't want any of these sequins escaping right here. So we're going to seal this shut first, I believe, is how I did it. It's been a while. I'm trying to remember now. So we just use some regular Scotch tape and just go right across and seal that shut. Okay, now we can turn it around so that the label is going to fold over the top of the card, and then we're going to seal this shut, so like that, so that this becomes our flap and this is the back of our card. But we can't seal it shut yet until we pull this flap down and attach it. So let me make sure I'm all lined up here. Okay, and then I'm going to peel this little strip off while holding it in place. Push that down. Okay, and then we want to seal this shut. So I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus, or you could use tear and tape. Tear and tape works great as well. And then along the bottom and along the top, put a little in the middle, and then we're going to seal it up. Okay, so here we have the flap, the front of our card, and here we have the inside of our card. So now we're going to decorate it. So what I use to decorate it is the Winter Meadows DSP. I cut a little piece of Winter Meadows DSP that I'm going to attach on the inside here, and so that's going to show through our clear envelope. So let's attach that. This Winter Meadow DSP was in the December, or what is it again? The September to December catalog, and it's on page, where's the page number? 37. And this is carrying over, so that's good news. A lot of the items that are in this catalog are going away on January 4th. But this Winter Meadow Designer Series paper, it comes in 12 inches by 12 inches. You get 12 sheets of it, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs for $12.50. This is carrying over, and I believe you'll be able to order it online. It won't be in the catalog because the catalog will be gone by then, but you'll still be able to order it. So that's really good news because it's such pretty paper. Look at the back of it even. Isn't that gorgeous? Looks like frost. Anyway, so let's attach this. Kind of going crooked here. Oh, I'm sure I'm running out of tape. Wonderful. And I didn't bring any extra. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's try this again here. Across there and that across there, and then we're going to attach it right over the top of the white cardstock, lining it up. And it's pretty close. And this piece here measures, what does it measure? 4.5 by 5.5, I believe. All right, so that's that. So we've got the inside. Now, what are we going to put on the outside? Well, actually, let's keep doing the inside. I used a stamp set called, it's from the annual catalog, called In the Moment. And can't get that ring light to quit making a ring. There we go. In the Moment. And I used this stamp and I colored it. And I used this sentiment that says, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. So this is going to be on the outside of the card, and this is going to be on the inside of the card. So here I use the scallop contour dies, and I use the third one from this inside and cut this piece, and then I stamped the sentiment off of the In the Moment stamp set. So that is what was going to go on the inside. So let's attach that. Kind of eyeball it and get it right in the center. I hate covering up this beautiful paper. All right, so now for the front, here's my stamped image that I colored with Stampin' Blends, a bunch of different various colors of Stampin' Blends, some pretty peacock and some daffodil delight and some ivory for the skin, Stampin' Blends. And so for this, I'm going to attach that as well with some Stampin' Seal. The Stampin' Seal I find works best because it doesn't show through as much when you flip it over and see the back. So I'm going to put that, center that right over the sentiment, like that. And there we have it. We have our shaker card. And these sequins are getting stuck up the top here. Let's see if we can get them to come down. There we go. All right, so then you might want to put another piece on the inside to cover up the Stampin' Blends that bled through the cardstock, just to cover that up to make it a little prettier, a little nicer to see, so you don't see that. But that is how you do it. It's just that simple. Just put your window envelope, put your window sheet inside your clear envelope, attach it in between your two pieces of cardstock, and decorate it. And there you have a shaker card. And I don't know why these sequins are not shaking. Huh. Well, I'll have to play around with that and see what I did. I guess they're going now. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. This is Tammy with TammyLovesStamping.com. If you like this tutorial, please share it with your friends and give it a thumbs up. Thanks, and have a crafty day. God bless.